So we have seen how to check conditions in Python, right? Using if, and we have also seen how to um, perform loops. Um,
Yeah.
let's do some examples. Okay, we'll do some examples here. Um, so first example is, okay, we'll try to print A using stars. Okay, so let me. Okay, so let me try to think of the pattern. Okay, so let's say um, we have a star. Okay, we'll use stars to print A. Okay, so this is first. Then what we'll do is we will print star here, and we'll print star here. So this this star, second row star, is little towards left compared to the first row. So in first row star, we have some space here. We left some space, and we are printing 3 star here. And then here we are printing 2 stars, but here this towards the left, here is towards the right. Okay, and we'll print one more like that, star just below it. And now what we'll do is we will print all the stars here. So you have one here and one here, and between you will have 3 stars, right? And then what we'll do is, since you have 2 here, we'll have a 3 star like this. So it looks like A, right? So we'll try to print this A. Now, okay, how do we print it? Okay, see, one thing is, I said, right, using print you can do that, but that's not a good way. Okay, we should use if and for loop to make sure that we get the pattern of our choice, right? Like how many row you want, how many columns you want, how many number of uh, uh, star you want in between, things like that. So what I'm going, we have the objective here is of doing this exercise is that we have to look at a pattern. Okay, now again I told you, if you are trying to solve a Python program, don't start coding first. First, we have to solve it on paper or in our mind, right? If I ask you to print this, or if I ask you to draw this on paper, how will you do it? What logic goes into your mind, right? Okay, if I hide it and ask you to draw, you will be able to draw, right? Because when I was drawing this on here, your mind was capturing the step. Okay, now the way you will capture, or the way I'll capture could be different. Okay, I might start from top to down, you might start from bottom to up, somebody might start from middle to up and then middle to down. Okay, so our mind can work in different way. So that of course means that the logic that we are going to develop will be different. The way you think, you will develop your logic. Okay, but to develop that logic before, okay, before developing that logic, we need to first understand the similarity in the pattern. What are we trying to do here? How are we trying to do here? Okay, once we understand that in our own words, right, once we understand, our mind understands basically, then we can write a code. Writing code, as I said, is not difficult. Okay, you might write it, you may not get it correct for first time, but second time, if you do, like yesterday we saw, right, pattern. Oh, we want a space here, let's introduce a space. Oh, we want a star here, let's introduce star, right? So so once you understand the logic, then sometimes you may not be able to get it for the first time, that's fine. But if your logic is solid, by third or fourth or fifth attempt, you will be able to get it right. But if your logic is wrong, okay, the way you are thinking is wrong, is incorrect, you're not going to get the answer, even if you try 100 times, right? So first thing I told you is to understand that logic, think about the problem in your mind, and then try to implement it. Then try to implement it using Python, right? So here, and this is what my thinking is. So again, assignment could be try to generate a pattern for B. Okay. So here, what my logic is. So if I tell you that I need uh, 5 rows, okay, right? Tell me how many rows are here. One,
7
two,
rows, sir.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right? So
7
if I
rows and 5 columns.
correct, correct. So let's first understand rows and then we'll come to column. So now let's say I tell you 5 rows, right? So then how will your A look like? So 5 means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means here you will have this pattern, isn't it? You're going to
No, the
draw.
fourth row, sir. In the fourth row.
No. See, here you have 7, so it is 4th row. But if I give you only 5, then you can't do here 4th row. This will look a very odd A, right? A, when you write
Yeah.
it, if you put here, okay, this is also A, but this is not a good looking A, right? Right?
Yeah.
But what if I give you 3 then? If I give you 3, then you are not going to put this line here, right? So we have to, that's what I'm saying. We are trying to find a pattern, okay? So that whatever row column you give, it doesn't change by much. So here, what I'm going to, so first step is think of a pattern, think of a logic. Okay, so logic is not always in numbers. Logic can be in text, logic can be in writing a story as well, right? So you have to first think about the logic. Okay, so the logic here is, okay, this middle line should be where the middle of this. Okay, so basically what I'm trying to say is this is middle line. So if you have 5 here, so 3 will have this pattern. Okay, we'll talk about this pattern first. Let's first highlight this. Now if I make it 6, then see, if it is odd number, then we know. If it is 3, the second will have this pattern. If it is 5, then third will have this pattern. If it is 7, fourth will have the pattern. If it is 15, okay, then which one will have a pattern?
It means eight,
Isn't it?
7, 14, right?
Correct.
Like eight
Correct.
inside.
Okay, 8 will have the pattern. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, if I tell you 6, then what will you do?
The number means by 2 only.
Correct. Right. So if it
Means
is
3.
6, okay, let's say you have a 6 here, then in that case, this is also fine, this is also fine, right? But this probably may not look good, this may not look good and this may not look good. So maybe 2 and 5 won't be a good choice. 3 and 5 could be a good choice. Okay. So so one thing is, okay, um, um, you need to find the mid value. Okay. Now remember, the index in Python starts from 0, right? The index in Python starts from 0. So this index, if I say 5, okay, this will be not 1 but 0, right? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So now if I say 5 by 2, okay, and remember double slash 2 gives us integer number, right? So 5 by 2 will give us what? Double slash 5. So this is an n. N by 2 will give us what? 5 by 2. 5 by 2 is 2.5. It is integer part. So it will give us
2.5.
2, isn't it? So n by slash 2 will give us this 2. And this is where exactly we want to draw our star. Okay. So mid value, we can get it using n slash slash 2. Isn't it? So this is where a continuous star should come. Right?
Yeah.
Right? Now,
Okay, fine.
isn't it? No. If you don't understand, ask me a question. Okay, we'll try to get it right. Okay, we'll do only
No, sir,
one
got it.
program today, but let's get it right. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So mid value will give us n by 2, right? So even if we have 6, okay. So let's say if you do 6, okay. So you'll have 5 here, 0 to 5, and in this case, this will be our mid value, isn't it? Which is fine, okay, which is all right. So mid value will be given by 2, okay. N is your number of rows. Now you have this second. We need a column, okay. So column, okay, we need, let's say, C. Now, logic is the first row, if n equal to 0, right, you leave one space and you print the C minus 2 number of stars, isn't it? If C is, if we give columns as 5, okay, so this is what we want, 5, right? So if this is 5, then we need to print only 3 stars here. If it is 7, we'll print only 5 stars. If it is 4, we'll print only 3 stars, isn't it? And that stars
Yes, sir.
will happen after a space. Okay, so first is space, and then you have star. Okay, so this also we got it. So your first is space plus and C minus 2 stars. Then mid value is C number of stars at n by 2, and rest of the place it is 1 star in the first, 1 star at the last. Okay, so now let's try to convert this into our program. Okay, so what I'm going to do first, I'm going to define, okay, n equal to, let's say, 5, okay, C equal to, let's say, uh, 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 say 5. Okay, now if it is not possible to generate a pattern if n and C is less than 3, isn't it? It has to be
Yeah.
3 or more than 3, only then we get some sort of nice A. So I'm going to say if, okay, um, okay, so instead of if, what I'm going to do, I'm going to write for loop. I'm going to go inside the loop, and maybe inside I'm going to check, okay, if n C is less than 3 or not. If it is less than 3, we will break. Okay, so I'm going to say for, okay, now you tell me, okay, so to confuse you, let me make it 7. So n is 7, C is 5. So we need inner loop and outer loop. Outer loop will keep track of what?
And
Outer loop keeps track of what?
outer loop. No, I didn't get your
Everything.
question, sir. Outer loop.
So see, we need 2 loops, right? Outer loop and inner loop, isn't it? Outer loop is going to perform something. Inner loop is going to perform something. Tell me, based on your experience that we have done the star pattern now, what does outer loop will do? What purpose will use outer loop? For what purpose do we use outer loop?
Outer loop is like a rose only.
Exactly.
Inner loop is
Outer loop is for
for
rows, isn't it? Okay, so after printing every row, it has to move to the next row. Okay, so for I, for let's say I put for I in range. Okay,
range
what should I
of
put here?
7.
7, exactly, n. Okay, because this is going to keep track of
Semicolon.
right, or the rows. Okay, now I have to write the inner loop to count the number of stars in that row. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to say for j in range C, isn't it? Now I'm going to write a first condition. I'm going to say if j less than 3, I'm purposely giving a space here, C less than 3, I'm going to say print pattern with this or these values are not possible. Okay, and here I'm going to say break. Okay, so this is going to throw us out of inner loop only. It is not going to throw us out of the outer loop. So
Yeah,
instead of
inside the
this,
columns it is.
I am going to use exit, and I'll give some code as 99. Okay, exit will throw us out of the program because we have only one program, so it makes sense to do exit. Okay, and if you don't want exit to give you any error, so I just said, right, exit put 0 always is like considered as good, so we can give exit put 0 to indicate that we have exited normally. We haven't we haven't been forced to exit. We have exited from the program by choice, right? So this is how we define, we discussed this before, right? Now you tell me, here I have to write something. What would it be?
And operation.
Yes. Okay. So these are two conditions. If has to translate to either true or false, right? If only works on
Yeah.
condition. The condition we said is either true or false. So here we have to write either and or or. Now you tell me, and is right option or is right option. So what we are saying is, if any condition is false, exit. So let's say n is 7, but c is 3, or c less than I'm set. So if it is 3, then it's not going to go there. If it is 2, it's going to go here, isn't it? So even if it is 2, we won't be able to design a pattern. Let's say, assume that even if it is 2, we won't be doing it. Even though you meet one criteria, but you don't meet other criteria, also we are not going to plot our A. So I'm going to say or. Okay, or would mean that if either this or that, if both, also fine, but even one condition is wrong, the entire logic is wrong. Okay, so if here, if I give 3, tell me, will this be printed or not?
N is less than 3, or yes, it will print.
No, it is less than
See,
3, not equal to 3, isn't it? If I make it 2, then this will be printed. See, condition is less than, not greater than
okay,
or
yeah.
equal to.
Oh,
Right, when we say less
okay.
than equal to, that's when this will be, this print pattern will be printed. The moment I made n equal to 2, see, it gave us this output pattern with these values are not possible. Okay, if I make it 20 and if I make here again 2, even then it's going to give us here, because the C condition is going to fail, right? Of course, if both are 2, anyway it's going to fail, because 1 or 1 is always 1 only, right? If both fail, also it will fail. Okay, so it expects n and C to be greater than 2 or greater than equal to 3. Okay, so you have to be careful with this boundary. We call them as boundary condition in testing. You have to be careful with this boundary condition. Okay, all good so far. Okay,
Yes, good,
now
sir. Yes, okay.
great. So now you see, there are 3 things to be done here. One, if it is 0, if that your index, now we are going through each column, right? So each column here inside and each row here. So there are 3 conditions that we have to be careful. That's all. 3 conditions, if you handle, it's all good. So this is condition for 0, right? If row is 0, okay, there is special condition, okay, where you have to put space and print star when row is by 2, n by 2.
Middle.
Okay, yes, when it is n by 2. Okay, let me close this. Give me 1 second. I'm going to close. Sometimes I forget. I generally close it when I'm doing training. Okay, so here, so this is one special condition. When it is 0, you have to do something different, and when it is n by 2, you have to do something different. Else, okay, it doesn't matter. Okay, for everything else, there is one condition. Okay, so let me see. Okay, how can we get this right? So here I come, okay, and I define a string value. Okay, so I'm going to say result underscore str. Okay, and I'm going to put this as, okay, blank. And in this str, I'm going to add our values. Okay, so let's see. If
Else.
I equal to
Sir, else
equal
is
to,
right.
no. Okay, see, if you want to write multiple condition, it's fine. I want to add different condition. Okay, so when I write if here, this is like one condition and this is like another condition. right? So yes, I can do elif also, okay, and add a second condition. But what I want to do is I want to put this as a separate condition, because here this one, if you see checking these values and checking for this pattern, logically they are not same, right? Logically they are different. Of course we can do it, that's not a problem. You can use elif and you can handle it, but logically here we are checking and this are different. So that's why I'm going to add two different if condition. Okay, so I'm going to say if I equal to 0, okay, that means we are on first row, right? And here what we need to do is, okay, if I is 0, and also if j is 0, that means it is the first character. Okay, of course it is the first I we checked is the first row, and also if it is first character. Okay, then what we do is we print, okay, um,
Here J means column only, right? So in the first space, we can print space only.
correct, we have to print space here, right? So I'm going to say result
Print and equal to.
str, okay, equal
Okay,
to
fine.
plus equal to space, right?
Mhm.
Else if it is not the first character, okay, then I want to
Correct.
print result equal to result plus str. Okay, but remember our C is going from 0 to and the end. We don't want star in the end. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to check elif, okay, elif j, okay, equal to, okay, C, which is 5 minus 1, C minus 1. That means if you're on the last column, then do nothing, right? Do nothing, we have a command called pass. Pass is a special keyword if you add inside any block. Okay, so see, in Python, we don't have curly bracket on and close and open. So we don't have open and close. So Python or will not know when your block is starting or when your block is ending. So Python always goes by the index, the indentation. Sorry, not index, indentation. So when I put this indentation here with space here, then it is clearly seen that print and exit is part of this if. This if is part of this if. This result is part of this if. But here, one option is either you say pass, you say that I am not going to do anything. I'm going to sit idle. Or what you can do is you can say result plus, okay, result plus, and I'm simply going to delete this space. Okay, I'm not going to do add anything. Is it? Isn't it? So I'm not going to add anything. Or you're doing nothing. So you can do pass or this. Else you print this. And finally, before we go to I, second row, we need to print this, isn't it? And this has to be printed, the row has to be printed before you change the row. So I is to change the row. So if I do print, okay, result string, okay, now let's run and see what we get. Okay, so our, this is correct, right? This is correct. And of course, this is printed because this, we haven't handled other things here. Okay, so this is all for if j equal to 0. If I, no, hold on, what did we do? So if I equal to 0, then we are saying perform this, isn't it? Then you tell me, why did it work for others? Why did it print when I is not 0? Tell me. Take a minute and tell me why. See, here I said I equal to 0, right? So all this logic we are doing when I is 0. But when I becomes 1, why did it print again?
Because we are giving the last, we are giving the print result, right?
So print result is inside if, right? So J will
Yeah,
perform this.
after this, no, after this print result, then again it will go into the outer loop for I equal range in
Correct.
n. So it will increment that value.
It will increment, but when it increments comes here, I is now 1. So this condition will become false. So these things will not be printed again, right?
Yeah.
Then why did we get again 3 stars here? It is because we have set the values to result str. So result remains same. If I give you 5 rupee coin, okay, and if I don't take it back from you, it will be with you forever, isn't it? So we have set the value here in row I equal to 0, but we have to reset it so that when I becomes 1, it should again be blank. Okay, got it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to say result equal to blank. So when I becomes 1, no longer you will have star. So you see, you got star and all these things are blank. Right?
No, can you repeat, sir? Can you repeat
Okay.
result to start in the
Yes,
last one?
correct. So what happened? I equal to 0 I set here, right? So here our result string is blank, nothing is there. When I equal to 0, when we said it did all these things, it created 3 stars. We know how it created, right? There's no question there. And then we're printing here. So we are printing result str here. Now when you're going for second round, result str value is set to the old value.
Means like
It hasn't been reset to 0, right?
uh,
So let's say I'll tell you bad example, but you'll understand. Let's say you're doing running event. So in first event, you started your timer at 0 and you reached to the end. Okay, then they saw your timing. But for second event, you have to again reset the timer. If you don't reset the timer, what will happen? Your timer is continuing, which is wrong. When I'm doing second race, when I'm doing the second iteration, the timer should be reset to 0. Timer still has your old values. So now when you go and run again, it will give you the old value plus the new value. Right? So we have to reset it. Every time when we are running it, we have to reset it. Okay?
Okay. Resetting to the old value means like a null value, 0.
Correct. 0 in the sense blank, okay? Empty.
Okay. Here it is blank, we can say.
Correct. So this one, we handle this 0 special case. Now we'll write our logic to handle this. So if j equal to 0, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to write elif for this.
Else.
So I'm going to say elif I equal to our n by 2. Isn't it? So when it is n by 2, it's simple. You simply have to print this one. Okay, because we are printing star from beginning till the end. Okay, now let's run this and see. So see here, this first line is printed and this last middle line is printed. Isn't it? Now we have to fill in stars in between. So I'm going to say else. So 3 conditions. So first condition, you print only 3 stars. Second condition, when it is mid value, you print this. And for rest, we will do what? We will print the value only if, okay, I'm going to copy this. I'm going to print star only for first and last. Okay. And for this, nothing. So I'm going to call else here and I'm going to say if j equal to 0, instead of space, I'm going to say star. Okay, star should be on the left side. And again, you want star on the last value. Okay, and in between, it has to be blank. Okay, now if you run this and see our A is entered. You give any value here. You give it 12. You see, you give it here 8. See, so okay, so of course now that we have to speed up our complexity level, right? The reason why I chose this is that here it's not a mathematical problem. We are not trying to solve a mathematical problem. We are trying to solve a logical problem. Because when you see a problem, first thing is, see, mathematics, I always tell this to a student, our brain works in a very logical manner. Okay. Problem is our brain is so fast, we ourselves doesn't know how this brain is able to perform so many things. What we have to do is when you're doing computer programming, you have to slow down your brain. And it's like watching your brain performing in a slow motion. How am I thinking? How am I doing? How is my brain capturing the information? And that information you need to implement using Python. Okay, so I tell you, language doesn't matter. See, and same thing with our natural language also. Whether it's Telugu or English or French or German, if you have good content, right? Doesn't matter which language you speak, you'll be able to speak well, isn't it? Language is just a medium. Okay, English or Telugu or Hindi or French is just a medium. What is important is the content that we have, right? So the logic in programming, whether you're doing Java programming or Python programming, okay, you learn the syntax from books. But what is important is how you approach a problem. You have to find pattern, and when you're able to find pattern, then you will be able to solve this problem. Any problem, not only this problem, any problem for that matter. Okay, we have seen yesterday when we're trying to solve those star patterns. How do you approach a problem? Try to break the problem into parts. Okay, what I did here, I broke the problem into 3 parts. Okay, if it is 0, it has to be space, star, star, space. If it is mid value, everything should be star. And for else, okay, it should be star, space, 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 star. And same thing I did. So here, not possible, the special case. Here what I did, if it is 0, then space. Okay, 0, first row. If first value 0, rest you know do nothing. Okay, and then sorry, what I'm trying to say is first value space, last value, okay, do nothing, because see, last value anyway we don't do anything, right? Whether you give space or not doesn't matter. You can even give space here. Okay, it doesn't matter. Okay, now here for rest,
One second,
except,
sir.
yeah.
Here in the first condition, I equal to 1, j equal to 1, we'll giving some space here.
Mhm.
L if j equal to c minus 1 means c means a columns. Column in this example, in the previous example, 5 is there.
Correct.
5 minus 1, okay, great.
4. That is the last, right? Last column, this one. So here, one option is you give space or you don't do anything, right? Because towards the right hand side, if you leave it, it's anyway space, isn't it? So see here, now I'm not able to select this value because it stopped here. I give space here, and now if I run it, okay, I will be able to select this. So that's the difference. We give space or not. Technically speaking, so on the right hand side, you don't have to give space. Isn't it? Okay. And
at the same time, how this will take the from the left hand side also, sir?
Left hand side, we have to give space here, right? So that's why we are saying if j equal to 0. Okay.
Okay.
I is 0,
okay.
first row, first column, space. Okay. Last row, sorry, first row, last column, 0, space. And everything else should be star. So this is our first logic.
J equal to 0 means, no, 1 second. J equal to 0 means first column.
First column, yes.
Yeah. C minus 1 means 8 minus 1 means 7th column. It's like last column. This one.
In Python, it is last column. Yes.
Okay, now I got it.
Right? And else.
Can you come down, sir? Else
yes.
part?
Yes.
Here also, J equal to 0 means first.
Second condition. Again, we'll look at the second condition first. Second condition, very simple. You print star, okay, for the entire row. Right? So that's why we are not checking J value here. If one is checking I, is I mid value? Yes, I is mid value. So we got this.
That is fine. That I got it. Third condition.
Yeah. Third condition. Yeah, you explain me.
Yeah. J equal to 0. J equal to 0 means it's again the column. Column 0 means first column it says, right?
Yes.
First column of which row, sir? That's like first row only.
No, I'm saying else. Else means except this and this, for everything else. See, I we are checking here 0, and I we are checking here, but here we are not checking I. That means if I is not first and I is not made, For everything else. For everything else, do this. Isn't it? Else means for everything else, do this.
But that's last part condition only have bit out. If j equal to 0, can you explain me that?
Which one? You tell me line number first.
20.
Line number 20. So tell me what's your problem here. You ask me the question and I'll try to help you to solve your problem.
Those two only, 20 and 21. I didn't get that logic, sir.
What logic you need? Tell me, no.
Can you open work chart?
See, did you understand this else? Why did we put else?
Yeah.
Did you understand? Tell me what is this else for?
Otherwise, you can say.
Otherwise means what? What is otherwise? Why did we put else here? What are we checking in the else? What are we checking in else? We're checking I value.
Condition is there.
Row.
If condition is not satisfied, then we will check this condition.
Correct. Which condition is not satisfied? Tell me which condition is not satisfied.
Yeah, in previously we can give.
So see, this is for outer loop, isn't it? I condition is not satisfied. So we have two conditions for I. I is 0 and I is n by 2. So else means if these two conditions are not satisfied, then it comes to else. Okay. So you are checking for this. Okay. I is not 0 and I is not mid value. That means these things. Okay. This shaded part. For this shaded part. For these two shaded part, okay, I is not, is not qualifying this condition or this condition. Okay. So what we are saying is for these part, I want j, if j equal to 0, print star. If j is last,
fine. The first column we are printing a star value and c minus 1 means last column also we are printing same star printing star. In between whatever is there, we are printing some space only.
Space only, exactly. So for understanding j, you have to understand I first. Okay. So this is the third condition. Else means this is not there, this is not there. For anything other than these two. Right? If I make it 16 double, you see, it's not going to fail because
we can change the values.
Right? Of course. Right? So yes, now that you understood, let's do one thing. Try to generate B pattern. That's your assignment for today. Okay. So tomorrow we will, if you get it, great. If you don't get it, see, if you don't do it, I'm not going to do it from scratch. I want you to think and do it. If you get it, great. If you don't get it, I'll help you to get the answer. But don't expect me to write code from scratch, isn't it? I told you before also, right? Don't expect me to do it from scratch. You try, and then if you are getting logic wrong, I'll help you. Sounds good?
B pattern, right?
B pattern. Same B pattern.
E or D?
A, we have done it, right?
No, T for tiger, right?
Oh, no, B, not the easy one. We'll go for the tough one.
Okay, fine.
We'll do the B one.
Okay.
Yes. We'll do B. And yes. And after that, we'll get into strings. Okay. So next topic that we'll take up will be string. So once we get that B pattern, we'll get into string. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So tomorrow we'll meet at the same time. We'll take up a string topic. Okay, so if there are no questions, we'll end it here. Have a lovely evening ahead, and we'll catch you tomorrow. Yeah, take care. Bye.
Bye.